Super Bowl rings, I just want to play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the monsters of the Midway, the Chicago Bears, and the Washington Redskins. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, this building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Redskin team as they interplay here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They will be led out by their second-year quarterback, the third QB taken in 2018, Sam Darnold.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. And here a look at the offensive starters for the Redskins.
Out of the backfield is Joe Mixon, and he was a valuable commodity coming out of the University of Oklahoma because of his ability to be so versatile. Can run it inside with power, gets to the perimeter and can outrun people, catches the ball not only out of the backfield, but you can split him out just like you would be a receiver.
And kiss him goodbye, Travis Benjamin. Touchdown, Washington. Travis Benjamin, 83 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the MVP of the National Football League in 2018, the former Texas Tech Red Raider, Patrick Mahomes.
We're not even a quarter way into the season. He's already off to a pretty nice start. NFC Offensive Player of the Week in last week's game.
Yeah, Week 2, he was electric. See what Week 3 has in store. They go play fake. Mahomes. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ed Oliver in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And let's take a look at the Bears' offense.
The play and production of tight end Travis Kelce demands that we talk about him even more. Not only is he now a perennial All-Pro and Pro Bowl type player, he's one of those guys that makes defenses adjust each and every time he's on the field. And while they do that, he still finds ways to beat them down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold, and a catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Darnold now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he will have a first Down here at about the 40.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. On 1st down, it's Darnold. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Darnold from the red zone now. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns, Earl.
Touchdown, Chicago! Christian McCaffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. 1 play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 79 yards. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a 1-play drive with a 1-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. And I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The numbers for Bryant last week. 8 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses have better focus on.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jannard Avery, his 2nd sack of the night. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in. Because they were
through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Joe Mixon, 78 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On first down, Mahomes. Got a man, that's Quinn. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Mahomes now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Yellow.
And again, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well. So now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
But we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Darnold. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lee. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. He's got the hook up to Lee. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. An extra defensive back on the field here for third and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. O.J. Howard, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down, McCaffrey. Oh, nice move. And some space here. The 30, 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line, out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Darnold now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. From the 50, it's Darnold. Going deep for Benjamin. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. About 3-5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So that last penalty making this third down much more manageable. Third down, 4 yards to go. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. Darnold. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on third and goal. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Mahomes now to throw. Being chased out left. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be a...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Christian McCaffrey on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears cut into that lead.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. 5 plays there on that drive, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first...
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. On the other side, they've had trouble stopping him not only on the ground but through the air. He's hit the century mark running the ball. He's approaching that receiving it.
I'm starting to think, Brandon, we're going to have to start judging running backs by a little bit different standard, and we know the gold standard now is 1,000 yards running the football. But I think we've got to start looking at all-purpose yards, yards from scrimmage. That's probably a better measure of what you're getting from these backs because look at the game we're getting.
He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Allen Bailey able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
What we got?
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. And this one complete right side to Funchess. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Darnold on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Redskin touchdown. LaShawn McCoy with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead here, trying to make amends for that loss last week against the Denver Broncos. They start this drive now, 1st and 10.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 50. Alpha. 54. Let's go, defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there. To no avail, 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Going deep here for Bryant. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he slides to avoid the hit.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 35. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 23. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that screen there on 2nd down, sir. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Benjamin with it over the middle. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
The shotgun snap for Darnold, and that is incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Dancing to his left. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Here's Mahomes to throw.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Looking downfield for Dez, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to mark mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow... And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, 10, 5. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Well, they're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try to put points on the board.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Mahomes. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, start the bus, because they think this one is over.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Caught left side by Funchess. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw is Darnold. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now Joe Mixon. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
check. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Man, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. It's caught by Funchess. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I got you, pump.
Now a draw play. This is McCoy. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. From the 16, Darnold. Howard has the first down and then some. His throw caught at about the 5.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Given up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking.
Devin Funches. Touchdown, Redskins.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and the lead will swell by one more. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Mahomes now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
You got nothing. 15. Check 93.
Mahomes now to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. From the end zone, here's Darnold. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38.
Here we go.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, it's back-to-back victories now.